his career after LSU, and he was an attorney, and became a local judge shortly after that, and was appointed while Bill Clinton was president to be the judge of the District of the Court of Eastern Louisiana. And just to put this in perspective, this highlighted area right here is the whole district that he was responsible for, and the court was in New Orleans. There's only 3 districts for the court system in Louisiana, so this is a pretty large amount of people that he had control over. Now the impeachment process. Eventually, people started finding out since the 1980s he had been accepting bribes in a lot of court cases to sway how the trial went. And one such bribe was included a trip to Vegas where about a week-long stay in a hotel, expensive meals, and a private dance with a stripper at a strip club was all paid for. And this was right before a major court trial, which swayed to the trial and ended up winning in the favor of the person who gave him this bribe. And when he was confronted about this to the FBI, he actually lied about this. And although he was never arrested, the U.S. Senate impeached him in a vote in favor of 96-0. So pretty much everybody voted that he would be impeached because of this. And this pretty much ended all his career in law. This handsome young man, Mark Sanford, he's the governor of South Carolina. He was born May 28, 1960 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to a pretty influential family. Just a fun fact, he is actually a captain of the United States Air Force and is still respected within that community. And he was a member of the House of Representatives for about 6 years prior to becoming a governor. So this was kind of how he came into power, into the government. And he was a governor for about 8 years. And throughout this time, there was a huge affair that he had. On the top right is a picture of his wife, which he has now divorced. Her name is Jenny Sanford. And on June 18th, between that time and June 24th, it was about a week-long time where he told his officials, everyone that he worked with, that he was going to be hiking along the Appalachian Mountains, which is the mountains that run along the East Coast. And throughout this time, he never answered any phone calls, and what he was actually doing was he was in Argentina, where he met with this lady down here, Maria Chapor, who he identified as his mistress. Now, no one knew where he went, but when he arrived back into the United States in the Georgia International Hotel in Atlanta, or International Airport in Atlanta, they found him, and he admitted to all of this, that he was in Argentina. He said that he found the love of his life. And he later admitted using taxpayers' money to fund this whole trip, this whole extravaganza to Argentina. And he was never impeached, but he eventually resigned, and now he is engaged to this lady. In conclusion, all people, no matter what rank in society they are, they're going to be judged for their actions, no matter who they are or how high they think they are.
Time? 5:50.